This game is rated M for mature.
Yeah, what a little bit. Lord! Oh, sweet Jesus!
Hello everybody, salut prietime, it's T-Park-Lil here, and welcome back to more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. In the last episode, we solved a little sibling rivalry, quote-unquote sibling rivalry, between Therese and Jeanette Vorman, and found out that they were actually the same person, or maybe not, they're in different bodies, who knows, vampire logic. And we started on some of the side quests that we can do here in Santa Monica, like finding out about the whereabouts of Lily. Now, the first thing I'm going to do this episode is, did I do this 2 episodes ago as well? Like I started off the episode like this. I have 13 experience. Again, that's quite a bit. So I'm gonna end up spending some of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm raising computer by 2 and wits by 1 so I can raise hacking to 4. This is gonna become very important this episode because there's actually quite a few computers that we're gonna need to hack in this episode. So, you know, something very, very useful. So now that we've done that, why don't we leave the diner? So the 2 items that we got as leads last episode, we have this bail bond that was in Lily's purse for Rolf Totten, and we have this driver's license which belongs to Virgil Crumb. Now, if we remember from reading our emails in the first episode, actually, first I should mention this. If you ever get lost in this game, you can find bus stops in a various number of locations in this game. If you look at them, they'll give you a map of the entire area. You know, pretty helpful. There's also maps in the sewers that show you how to get around the sewers. Now, if we remember reading our email, we heard about the Kilpatrick crime pewter, and at Kilpatrick's bail bonds, and we could look up anybody with a record. So, I mean, Toten has a bail bond. We can look up his whereabouts, and who knows? Maybe we'll find something about Virgil. I mean, it couldn't hurt to look him up. Well, here's Kilpatrick bail bonds right here. Why don't we go right in? And why don't we talk to the man in charge of this whole shebang?
Welcome to Kilpatrick 24-hour bail bonds. My name's Arthur Kilpatrick. How can I help you?
Well, you run this place, I assume.
Yep, sure do. I'm a 3rd-generation bondsman. Got a few employees, but I handle most every aspect of the business.
Employees? I don't see any here.
I gotta have a few other bondsmen to keep the place open 24 hours, plus a bounty hunter. I pull the graveyard shift because that's when all the crazy shit happens in Santa Monica.
Bounty hunter. That sounds like an interesting job. I mean, I know some intergalactic bounty hunters in my time playing games, but,
You betcha. I used to do some bounty hunting myself back in the day. Takes a solid set of brass balls to make a good bounty hunter, I'll tell you that much.
What about the one you have right now? Is he any good?
Yep, damn good. His name's Carson, and he's great at what he does when he wants to do it. I can't seem to find him now, though. He's pissing me off, to be honest. I need him to go find someone.
Can't you find someone else to do it?
Well, I don't feel right cutting Carson loose just yet. We go way back. I knew his father, too. Tell you what, since I'm stuck here, why don't you go look for him? Just real quick. I'll pay you for your time.
Yeah, alright, I'll do it. Where should I look for him?
Great. I suppose the first place you should look is his apartment in Santa Monica Suites. Apartment 1, I think it is. Maybe you'll find something there to let you know where he's got himself to. Here's a key card, that'll let you in.
Alright, I'll find him. Thanks. So, we have the crime pewter right here. We can search a national database for missing and wanted persons. Information on your neighbors and co-workers. Well, these people are neither our neighbors nor our co-workers, but, I mean, it couldn't hurt to look up Totten, because he has a bail bond. Bond amount, $15,000 for an immigration case. And collateral was a car, Red Lightning Bird, Red 77 Lightning Bird, California plate, Coney. Go back to Germania, pal, we don't take the euro in these parts. Well, apparently he had an immigration case that went awry. And it's also, I mean, it couldn't hurt to try and look up Crumb, and it looks like this guy does have a record, so why don't we look him up? 2-count public disturbance, drunken nudity, $5,000 bond, cash paid in full. Subject's corpse identified, being held at a medical clinic morgue. Authorities notifying next of kin. Well, now we know more or less the whereabouts of these 2 guys, so why don't we see where we can go find them. Now, heading back through to the parking garage, if you guys had a real sharp eye the first time we were through here when going down to the beach, you'll have noticed that we actually did see a red car that looked like it might fit that description. Right here, California license plate, if you could tell from that super high res texture, Geiconey. So why don't we open the trunk of it, and we can see there's a tire iron, wonderful, and a diary. Seems to be a woman's diary. April 30th, 2002. I met a guy today at the asylum. He's so beautiful, oh my god. His name is Rolf, and he's from Germany. European men are just so classic compared to boring California boys. He asked me to see me tomorrow night. I wonder if he's rich. He looks rich. I'm gonna go shopping tomorrow and pick up something that won't make me look like a big fat pig. Can't wait to see him. May 21st. I think it's getting serious with Rolf. He told me he wanted to give me something very special next week, and if it's what I think it is, it's about damn time. I thought Europeans were supposed to be less uptight about this sort of thing. June 6th. I woke up at 8 p.m. today. That would be strange in itself, except I don't remember going to sleep last night. In fact, I don't remember anything since last Saturday night when Rolf was over. June 10th. I woke up late again. I haven't eaten anything in 4 days. I don't know what's wrong with me. June 11th. Rolf came over last night. He said the reason I hadn't eaten anything is because I needed blood. He said it was all I could eat and that I wouldn't feel hungry anymore if I drank some. He had a bag of it from the local blood bank. I tried to infuse, but I couldn't. What's happening to me? July 26th. Rolf said he's going to have to leave soon. He said people are trying to force him out of the country. He didn't say anything about taking me with him. August 22nd. I had to bail Rolf out of jail today. He was arrested because his visa expired. He looked frightened. I'm afraid he's gonna leave. December 7th. I haven't seen or heard from Rolf since the night I bailed him out. I don't know what to do. I thought he cared about me. Why did he do this to me? April 15th. I talked with this guy I met in Surfside until 5 this morning. When I told him I had to go, I felt like Cinderella. He seemed like a prince. April 16th. I met that guy from Surfside again. He has no idea what I am. April 24th. I brought E, the guy from the Surfside, back to my apartment last night. He said he's going back to Australia in a few days, and now the tournament's coming to an end. I don't want him to leave. I never felt this way about someone before, not even Rolf. April 25th. E kissed me last night, and I couldn't stop myself from biting into his neck, but I drank too much and I gave him my blood to save him. When I explained it all to him, he said he never wanted to see me again. What have I done? May 8th. I haven't been able to feed since that night with E. I'm afraid of what will happen. I remember Rolf brought blood from the blood bank. Maybe if I can sneak in, I can grab a few bags and get out before anyone catches me. Well, looks like we have a lead on the location of Lily. Her last known location was at the blood bank in the medical clinic, so looks like we're gonna have to head there, but we're not gonna go there quite yet. First, why don't we go and check out Carson's apartment since we're over here. And if we use the apartment key and go in, we can see first we have a nice silver ring, and his computer's right here. McGee. So luckily, because I raised my hacking, I can do this. This is the first reason why I did it. And password accepted. Password's Amalia if you just want to cheat and not raise hacking at all. And location, that sounds like a fun command. Hiding in the tattoo parlor in Santa Monica. Alright, well now we know where McGee is. That's probably where Carson is too. Key. Don't forget the key to the tattoo parlor, it's on top of the TV. So now we can go grab this. Ooh, we have a little box here. I wonder how difficult this is to lockpick. Difficulty 8, I'm not going to be able to blood buff to get that. So why don't we listen to his answering machine, see if there's any information there.
Check, check. Is this thing recording? God, I hate these things. Anyway, the McGee case is getting weirder all the time. I found where he's been hiding and I saw some really creepy stuff down there. There was no sign of McGee. I'm going to follow up on another lead I got too. I updated the files on the computer. This is Carson signing off. Man, that sounds stupid.
I feel you, man. Well, it looks like the case with McGee is getting kind of weird. Sadly, we're not going to be taking care of that for a little bit. First things first, I think it's a good thing if we stop back at our apartment, and most importantly, check our email, because if we check our email, we can see a new email here, a favor, from the Ka. It has come to our attention that a vial of werewolf blood has made it into the hands of local tabloid and that they have sent it on to the clinic in Santa Monica for testing. The responsible party has been dealt with, most painfully I assure you, but for obvious reasons we can't have anybody testing the blood. Please retrieve the blood sample from the clinic and leave it in your mailbox. You will be compensated accordingly. Ka. Alright, well looks like we have another thing to do with the medical clinic. All signs are pointing to the medical clinic, so I guess it's high time that we head there. Oh, also, speaking of the medical clinic, if we check our mailbox we can see the $75 that we extorted out of St. Martin, so... Now, heading upstairs from the back of the entrance to the medical clinic, there's something actually very, very useful that you can do here. Remember that annoying guard that was bothering us last time? Well, the easiest way to deal with him is basically to drain him dry. You're gonna lose humanity for this, but I have 9 humanity right now, I'm pretty sure that my number is right on that. And all the Clinic's guard keys, those are gonna be extremely useful for retrieving this werewolf blood that LaCroix asked it to. It's inside of here, controlled substances. Now, first thing you really want to do to get inside of controlled substances, get inside CIS place. You need Clinic's guard keys. I believe you can also lockpick it open, but my lockpicking is 2. I'm not going to be able to get in there. Now, if we look at this, we can see CS safe. And luckily, because I raised my hack to 4, this is actually really why I did it. Oh, the password's page, by the way. I can hack into here. And we can unlock the safe inside of there, which is, you know, nice. Then we can also hack inside the subdirectory for the door. Password's dosage if you want to use that. And we can also unlock that. And now, this part is actually very, very important. Because, obviously, if we look inside of there, we can see a camera. That was a weird noise. We probably don't want a camera seeing us. So if we go to security room, security probably has something to do with cameras, so why don't we look through the cameras. And we can see the password for the camera subdirectory is optometry if you want to use that. And we can use camera 1. The control substances camera has been disabled. All the cameras have been enabled, but we don't really care about that. We only really care about the control substances camera. Because now, we can just walk into the room and open this up, camera won't see us, and take the werewolf blood straight out of there. Now, if we head through the maintenance door, where we were last time we were trying to get the key to St. Martin's room and not go jumping off the wall, and we head through the same way that we went to St. Martin's to grab St. Martin's key, we can actually explore more of the hospital, and this is going to be very, very important for this part. We heard that that Virgil Crumb was died. Yeah, that's a sure is a grammatically correct phrase. He's dead. So he's going to be in the morgue of the medical clinic, as we heard. And if we go down this way, through the stairs that I ignored last time I was here, we are actually in the morgue for the medical clinic. And so, if we open up the morgue, I don't know who that guy is, I hope it's not Virgil Crumb, but if we open this thing, which I'm going to need a blood buff because my lockpicking is, again, 2. It's difficulty 3. We could see a key card to Foxy Boxes. I'm sure that might be useful for finding the whereabouts of Crumb and this quote-unquote Asian vampire. And now we can move these out of the way as well. And well, we went down a bunch of stairs, so we're probably downstairs near the blood bank, right? And you would be correct about that, actually. And we needed to get into the back of the blood bank, and we need to find out more about this location and see if we can find Lily. So why don't we ask? Oh,
No. Queen Bitch would say no to that.
That's an interesting voice line. Why don't we ask Vandal if he can help us out?
Need a fix?
Yeah, I need to get into the back.
Employees only. Them's the rules of the Queen Bitch herself.
Queen Bitch?
Now serving number 75? Number 75.
You're not really much of help, Vandal. It's okay, the Queen Bitch gave me her okay.
She did, huh? Queen Bitch told me never to let anyone back there. I remember her repeating it over and over in that cold, pretentious voice of hers.
So, are you gonna let me in?
Now serving number 75? Number 75.
Alright. Vandal's not much of a help, as always. Now, luckily because... Oh, okay. Now, luckily because I opened this door from the other side, this door is actually open. I believe this door is lockpicking 8, which you're probably not going to be able to open this early in the game. If you need to get back there, this door is difficulty 3, which, you know, you can just blood buff to get past. So if we go inside of here, and why don't we go into here and see if we can find anyone to help us out. And hey, look, a dude.
Who are you? What are you doing back here?
So this is Phil, the assistant to the blood bank, and if you don't know, you shouldn't be asking.
Oh, you here for the special sauce?
Looks like we said the magic words. What do you think?
Okay, stupid question, Phil. She's in the freezer. Today's code is... Think, Phil. It's, moon landing, 1969.
Right. Thanks, Phil.
Bunsen burner. What am I doing here?
I agree with you there, Phil. So now we know a password, apparently, to get in one of the freezers. Lily is nowhere to be seen, so we might as well investigate this while we can. Password's 1969, moon landing. And we can flip this switch, and we can find a way into here.
Hunger. I need it. A drop of it on my tongue, sliding down my throat. The hot flash in my brain lighting up my body. I can smell it everywhere. Blood.
What happened to you?
Let me go. It's painful, like I'm going to die. It's calling. Never felt like this before. Let me go. I can smell it. I have to have it.
Tell me who you are. Calm down.
Let me go.
Alright, I'll let you go.
You don't look well at all.
Oh, sweet mother of God!
The heat. It's never been so satisfying. All of it. I drank until I heard his heart stop, and I was sucking on a dry, dead artery. It was euphoric. But I've killed him. I've never killed anyone before. What happened? What came over me?
Just calm down. Tell me who you are.
What just happened? It's not who I am. I've never done anything like that before. I'm not a monster.
Alright, just calm down. It's alright.
I tried to steal some blood. I heard they sold it. I was hungry, and I can't hunt in town. They caught me, and I was trapped. Thought I'd never escape, but I killed a man. I have to get out of here.
Just tell me who you are.
My name is Lily.
Oh, Lily. You're the one that E told me about.
E? You know E? How do you know E?
I'd said that I'd help him. What do you know about Thin Bloods?
I tried to tell E about his condition, but he was so furious at me for what I'd made him into, he wouldn't listen. A thin blood, from what I've been told, is a vampire whose blood is weaker than most.
Go on.
Rolf, my sire, told me some vampires consider thin bloods a bad omen and want them destroyed. Rolf wasn't a thin blood, and apparently I am. I don't know why. Rolf abandoned me. His group wouldn't take me in. They said I was a liability. He left me with so many questions. And I did the same thing to E, but I didn't want to leave E. He forced me out of his life. I should go. I have to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. Soon.
You really should go see E. He said that he forgives you, and he really wants to see you.
E doesn't hate me anymore?
No, actually, you should probably talk to him.
I'll go see him. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, about tonight, what I did? Please, don't tell E. It's not my fault. I couldn't control it. I've never done anything like this before. I'm no killer.
Yeah, don't worry. It's not your fault, really.
Why'd you have to go and let that bitch out? There's one less Phil in the world now. Why'd you have to let her go and eat him, huh? Now I'll never get to do in that bastard myself. Well, you know what? No blood for you. No more!
What can I do to set this straight?
Now that you let that one go, I have to go out and find someone else to fill the chair. But it's kind of chilly out, and now that my co-pilot's been devoured, I'm flying solo. I need a new body. Find another donor and I'll whip up a fresh batch.
No, I don't need your blood. Not when I know how you're getting it now.
Blood comes from out of the living, from all kinds in a red torrent. The crimson seep at the speed of a heartbeat. For each drop, a teeny bit of life shed. You don't care how it's got, as long as it is. You'll be begging for it, and not getting it.
I don't think that was supposed to happen. Also, I don't know why the subtitles are incorrect and say that his name is Trip when he's Vandal. Now, there are many ways... Not really many, actually. There's a few ways to get Vandal to sell you blood again, and I'm going to be doing one of them right here, which is one of the more simple ones. I'm going to be raising Intimidate by 2, because if you have Intimidate of 4...
on trees.
You can just intimidate him to give you blood again. I need to get blood from somewhere. I haven't had ghoul blood in a while.
Well, mistakes are made from time to time. Without them, some of us might never have been born. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Have a freebie. My compliments. You need more?
Yeah, I'll be back later, and the service better be with a smile this time. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Vandal, and for our troubles, he should, I'm pretty sure this is actually a bug in the game, he should give you a free pack of blue blood, but he's not seeming to give it to me, which is kind of weird, but oh well. I'll show the other ways to get Vandal to resell you blood in post, but for now, why don't we go and drop the werewolf blood in the mail like LaCroix asked us to, and then why don't we go back to Lily and E. So if we drop the werewolf blood in here, exit our haven, and re-enter our haven, which is the easiest way to do this, we can see money clip with $150. A lot of money left lying around. Funny that. And if we go and check our email, you can see, nicely done. Your assistance was much appreciated in regard to the werewolf blood. Please find your payment in the mailbox if you haven't already done so. Because I'm psychic, I knew it was already there. So, why don't we go and see E and Lily now? And if we return to the beach, we can see E and Lily both here. Why don't we talk to Lily? That's her name, not whatever I was trying to say.
Hi.
How'd it go with E?
His life's been hard on him. Both of us. But he forgives me. We're leaving soon. I have some family with a place out in the middle of nowhere in Oregon. It should be okay for us to stay out there, as long as we're together.
You could stay out of trouble. Bye.
I'll never forget this night.
And why don't we talk to E?
You brought my Lily back. She told me all about what happened. I don't know why you helped us, but your blood's worth bottling. I'll never let her go again. Thank you.
That must be some weird Australian vampire phrase I don't know about. No one deserved to be left in that place. I just did what was right.
We're gonna be getting out of LA soon. Too dangerous here. Rosa told us something big's about to happen, and I don't want to be here when the Jack comes out of the box. Take that for what you will.
I'm assuming that's another weird Australian phrase. Jack comes out of the box. I don't like the sound of that, but if the shithouse goes up in flames, it'll probably be my fault. See you, E. I love how self-aware my character is. Well, I think that's all that we need to take care of this episode of Bloodlines. We took care of a whole lot. We found Lily and retrieved him for E. We got more leads on Virgil Crumb. We are finding out about the location of Carson. We're doing a lot of side things here in Santa Monica, but I think that's all we need to do for this episode. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time when we handle more of these side things to do in Santa Monica. See you guys then.
Getting any. Blood don't grow on trees. What were we laughing about? That's interesting. A missed opportunity. Guns make people cocky. They never appreciate what a skilled hand married to a knife can do. All you have to do is get close enough to cut off the trigger finger. Or their face. You like to talk, don't you? I want to hear a story. Tell me, what's the best way you violenced up someone? I want to hear every grisly detail. If I like your story, I'll sell you some blood. Blood comes to go and let that bitch... Now that you let that one go, I have to go out and find someone else to fill the chair. But it's kind of chilly out, and now that my co-pilot's gone, I'm flying solo. I need a new body. Find another donor and I'll whip up a fresh batch. The bitch who owns me and this place runs the asylum. Lots of young, stupid blood there. Not like the putrid, stinking, vagrant blood we so often get. Don't shed any at the club, though. No. The missus, she don't appreciate it.
Sheesh, is this place always so dead? Really? And what are you bringing to the party, huh? Got anything I can't get out in Arizona? Everyone at this place is so straight edge. Really? Well, that's just a little too creepy for me. I guess I'm going to the blood bank then. Enough of this place anyway.